Kenny, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
You've got time. Don't have to isolate immediately.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Allen kicks to Clarkson. Here's Dunn. It's good. And now they trail by just 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the Lakers making a change here. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Clarkson kicks it to Tucker. Howard dishes to Tucker. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it...
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Well, as weird as this sounds at this point.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.
Hey, boy, on the land till I die, till I die, on the east side till I die, till I die, rocking that wine and gold till I die, till I die, in the
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play with guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about, but I always look for guys who could push me. I mean, and I could push them.
The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Timberwolves.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
And Portland starts out with the ball. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Parker in at the one. Now here's Parker. Following the miss by Freak. Aldridge, no one around him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Aldridge has got himself on the board with 3 there. The Blazers on offense. It's a 3-point game. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And here is Parker, following the three-pointer by Freak, and off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. We play just over a minute here in the first.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Here's Parker. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with San Antonio's head coach. It's been a pretty even matchup against this team, at least so far this season, with a game going each way in their first 2 contests. And the key to them taking this one tonight, he said, is defense. We know they can score with anyone, and we're certainly capable of putting some points on the board when we need to. But we can't get into a barn burner. Shootout with them. We've got to slug it out, play some gritty D, and make them work for everything. Kevin, this should be a tough game.
All right, Doris, they're probably well aware of the firepower they're up against here.
You know, it sounds like it. I mean, their coach knows how tough it is to slow this team down, and he wants to make sure his guys understand that as well.
Yeah, I guarantee he got his point across when prepping them for this one. He focused clearly on their absolute toughest effort defensively.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single